Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, to Beloit Trojan Gym here at Beloit High School. February 3rd, 2020. Dale Leach and Mike Perry here to bring you these games of Beloit hosting your Minneapolis Lions, girls and boys. Makeup game from January 13th that got postponed due to school cancellations due to weather. The Beloit Lady Trojans are 7-5 overall and 4-1 in the league, which puts them at first place in the league. Minneapolis is 4 wins, 9 losses, and 1 win, 4 losses in the NCAA. Beloit's last game was against Russell on the 31st. Here at home, they beat Russell by 11, 44-33. Minneapolis last Saturday played at the Berean Academy Invitational and won over Douglas by a score of 52-28. Can't hear it. Testing. Is that any better?
That's better.
Good. The Beloit Trojans are even in what they're scoring, giving up 42.3 and scoring 42.3. The Lady Lions are giving up an average of 42, but scoring only 34, so they're at a -8 on the pace there. This is the 98th game in the series, dating back to 77, somewhere in there, 76. Beloit leads the series overall 57 wins to 40 losses. At here, Beloit, they lead by 33 win to 14 loss pace. Last season, the two squads split. Here, Beloit, Minneapolis won in overtime in a shocker, 58-56. And at Minneapolis, they beat us by 4, 51-47. And I think the Beloit Lady Trojans did fairly well in their sub-state last year. I can't remember if they went to state or not, but so Minneapolis played with them pretty well last year. Minneapolis is 5th in the league standing behind Beloit, Sacred Heart, Republic County, Southeast Saline. We're actually tied for 5th with Russell and Ellsworth. Sub-state seedings-wise, as of today, we are number 5. It's Phillipsburg, Beloit, Norton, and TMP ahead of us. So I'd start taking a look at keeping an eye on where we stand in sub-state as the February rolls along. We've been home or go on the road. Well, Mike, we had the girls had a good win Saturday over Douglas. Courtney Forte had 19 rebounds, which is the overall rebounds in a game. And in the opening contest against Trinity Academy of Wichita, Kirsty Nelson had 6 trays, which is a new school record for 3-pointers in a game. She had been tied with 3 other girls, including Charisma Beneri, who graduated last year, for girls that hit 5 in a game. But she's sitting at the top now of that stat with 6.
19 rebounds in a game. There's a lot of defensive rebounds in there that limit the opposition to one and done. They don't get that second chance and the easy stick back after getting that offensive rebound. So rebounding all important, but that defensive rebound is a must. You got to be able to defend your goal and rebound on the defensive end. And with 19 rebounds in your pocket, that's quite a few rebounds. I'm sure Courtney got her share on the defensive end.
She did. I forgot to write that down, but probably 10 or 11 of those were defensive rebounds. Tonight she will have her hands full with Shay Larson, who's 5'11" or 6 foot. I can't remember which.
5'11".
And the other, there's another gal that's 5'11" also. Larson and Meyer, if I'm not mistaken, are their leading average scorers. So we'll see how that goes for the Lady Trojans tonight.
Plus they've got a Schamberg, a couple Ellerts, and a Butke.
Leading average scoring for Minneapolis, Kirsty Nelson with 10.5. Cameron Cleveland is second with 6.6.
NCAA league contest between the visiting Minneapolis Lions and your Beloit Trojans.
And now for the starting lineups, Minneapolis and their traveling Blues. Number 4, Kirsty Nelson. For Beloit, number 2, 5'8" senior, Krista Bovey. For Minneapolis, number 10, point guard Zoe Shoup. For Beloit, number 5, Kaylee Hewitt. 5'5" junior. For Minneapolis, number 11, Cameron Cleveland, sophomore. And for Beloit, number 10, that's Jessica Meyer. She's a senior. And for Minneapolis, number 14, that's Peyton Smith. For Beloit, number 15, she's 5'11" and play in the middle, Shay Larson. And as Dale mentioned, she'll be tough to keep off the boards. And for Minneapolis, 5'9", Courtney Forte. And for Beloit, Portia Cooper, 5'10", junior. So up front, they're 5'11", 5'10", against our 5'9". But Courtney's been holding her own on the defensive end, rebound-wise, and she'll have her hands full here tonight with the Larson girl on the offensive glass. She's a terror, as I remember, on the glass on the offensive end.
Unfortunately, overall, Courtney does not seem to get into foul trouble because we are so thin in numbers. That's excellent. So she plays a lot of
that. Has been a lot of positives for Courtney, as you just mentioned, Dale. If she plays in foul trouble, she's not on the floor. We are a little weak in the depth department in the middle. And we get the tip. The tip goes out to Schamberg. And we're man-to-man. Beloit looks at the defense. Forte guarding Larson. Motion offense for Beloit. Left wing, shot from the outside. Good. Number 10, that's Meyer. It's a three-pointer. No full court pressure. So far, just man-to-man defense on the other end. Beloit out tight right at the three-point goal, or three-point arch. Forte with the ball down low. Shoup has it. Tries to get it to Forte. Now Nelson comes out on the right wing. Cleveland has a touch on the left wing. Entry pass to Nelson, and shot's blocked. Larson right there to block that out of bounds. It will stay with Minneapolis. Pass into Cleveland, and Forte has the rebound, and she is fouled.
Personal foul on number 24, Portia Cooper.
Cooper whistled with her first personal foul. It would be a two-shot. Shot is up and in and out. No good.
Courtney shooting 50% at the free throw line for the year.
Second throw on its way up and good. She got it.
Which is what she has there.
Now Minneapolis with some three-quarter court pressure, and they throw it away. Good job on the defensive end there by Peyton Smith to force the turnover. And Minneapolis will play it in. Cleveland gets it in to shoot. Just underway here. And Beloit, Minneapolis, and the Lady Trojans. Shoot with the ball out on top. Dribble drive. Nice crossover dribble. Stops and pops. Shot. Bounces up. No good. And Nelson has the rebound on the offensive end, and she is fouled.
Foul is on number 10, Jess Meyer.
And that one's whistled against Meyer. That's her first. Nelson will shoot two here. Free throw up and good. Two-shot foul. She toes the line. Shot on its way. It's rimming off. Cleveland had the rebound, and the stick back was partially blocked by Meyer. Meyer had the block on that. Larson out on top. Baseline. Shut down, but on the backside, number 24, that's Cooper. Shot is up and in. And Beloit takes a 5-2 lead. Smith has it. And she traveled with it. Tried to dump the pass into Courtney Forte and took an extra step there. Shot from the outside. Larson puts it up and in. Left hand. She's a lefty. Nelson out on top. Now Smith. Back to shoot. 5:20 left first quarter. 7-2. Cleveland looks inside. Not much movement. Skip past to Smith. Back out front to Cleveland. Now shoot. Resets the offense as Kirstie Nelson. Now the entry pass to Forte. Jump shot up and no good. Tipped out there by Forte as Larson could not stop Forte's shot, even at 5'11". The jump shot by Forte was over the top of the outstretched hand of Larson.
Fourth offensive rebound of the game so far for the Lady Lions.
Cleveland. Smith now Forte, and the pass is tipped out of there by Trista Bovey.
For the Lions, number 23, Maddie Lang. Number 1, Kozard.
Lang and Kozard in for the Lady Lions.
Nelson will play it in for Minneapolis under our own basket. Gets it into Forte. Kozard has it. Lang over to Cleveland. Lang on the left wing. Some movement now. And the foul is whistled on. Number 5.
Number 5, Kaylee Hewitt. Zoe Shute back into the game for Minneapolis.
Blocked. Shot. We're good. Out front, Chambers has an open three, and she drains it. Excuse me, that's Jessica Meyer with the shot from the outside. And now the loose ball is picked up by Beloit, hands it off to Larson, and we turn it over. 10-2, Lady Trojans. Dump down pass down low. I can't get the shot off now. It's tipped away nicely by Cleveland, and Shoup has it. Maddie Lang looks inside, gets it off to Nelson, back to Lang. Not much going on down there, Dale. Cozart. Shoup loses it. Excuse me, it's tipped out of bounds there by Trista Bovey.
Trojans playing a tight man-to-man.
Shoup has it out on top. Nelson drives the lane, shot up, no good. And Forte has the offensive rebound now. Shot from the outside. Cozart does not draw iron. Before the shot, Shoup with the reach-in foul. That's her first. First team foul. They call that on the floor before the shot. 10-2, Beloit. They'll play it in under their own basket. And the entry pass, Larson has it, and shot rims off, and Smith has the rebound on the backside from Minneapolis. Entry pass to Forte is tipped, and we turn it over. The ball is picked up by Hewitt. Larson, free throw line shot, rimming off, no good. Cleveland has the rebound for Minneapolis. Shoup has it. Smith, dribble drive in the paint, stops, picks up her dribble, gets it out to Cleveland, three-pointer on its way, no good. And Cooper has the rebound for Beloit, hands it off to Meyer. Larson has the ball stolen as she tries to dribble into the paint. Good quick hands by Minneapolis. Low thievery, and they turn it over. Forced error by the Minneapolis defense. Good job there. Smith looks at the three. Nelson would take it if she has some space. Shoup into the paint she goes. Jump shot. Good. So Shoup with a little 10-footer in the lane.
That's her bread and butter.
Nice defensive play by Nelson, hustling back, tipped that ball out of there as they had an open player on the backside. Would have been an easy bucket, but hustling back.
50 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Forte needs a breather, and Donovan comes in for Minneapolis. And they get one down low to Meyer. Smith, baseline, hands it off to Donovan, and she has her shot blocked. So did Nelson, partially. And Beloit will get the last shot of the quarter if they want it, with 20 seconds left. Shot from the outside, no good, and Cleveland has the rebound with 10 to shoot. Zoe Shoup all the way in and gets the runner to go with 2 seconds left, and that's the way the first quarter will end. Zoe Shoup with a nice finish to get Minneapolis back in the second quarter. Beloit Lady Trojans lead it. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Deltas area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they strive to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go on.
Welcome back. Minneapolis plays it in with the alternate possession rule. Arrow pointed our way, and we're underway here in the second quarter. Nelson gets it off to Forte, right wing. We could use a bucket here. Smith way out on top, guarded by Larson. Cleveland had a look at a three. Couldn't get it. Nelson does. It's going to be way short. And Smith saves it. Forte all the way in. She was fouled. But no call. The shot was rimmed out. And on the rebound, Forte with the reach-in foul. Whistle with her first personal foul. I really thought they had her on the arm on the shot, Dale.
Looked pretty close.
Three-pointer on its way. No good on Shoop's got the rebound on the backside. We've done a good job on the defensive rebound, that's for sure, to limit one try for the Lady Trojans. It's man-to-man defense. Nelson all the way in, and layup is good. Kirsty Nelson with a nice move to the basket. Good defense on the defensive side, and Forte quickly gets over to the basket and ties up the ball. Or Beloit would have had an easy shot right there in the paint. Possession arrow favors Beloit, and they'll play it in. But right after we take a 30-second timeout, Beloit coach wants a 30-second timeout. Well, Dale, we're playing right with them.
We are. I mean, they zoomed out to about a 8-2 lead or something like that, and it might even got up to 10-2.
Yeah, it was 10-2.
Yeah, it was 10-2 at one point. We have scratched back within 4 points. So the ladies are doing well. We've had 6 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds to Beloit's 2 offensive rebounds and 6 defensive rebounds. So we're really holding our own under the boards.
Beloit played in the basket after that timeout, and the easy shot is missed point blank, and Nelson has a rebound from Minneapolis. Smith unloads the three, back rim no good. And Lorna Ellers, 5'11 senior, is in the contest, gets that rebound. Now a three-pointer on its way, rimming off, no good. And Smith again saves the ball down on the baseline, tips it right back to Shoop. And Minneapolis limits Beloit. Shoop all the way in, has her shot blocked. Now Meyer against Nelson. She can't get the layup to go. And then Shoop has the ball stolen. Ellers all the way in, misses.
Come on.
Courtney Forte with the big rebound. He missed some easy shots down low, Dale.
I think the rest missed an easy foul there.
Yes. Nelson has it. Gets it off to Cleveland. They've gone to a zone, matchup 2-3 zone. Minneapolis a little slow to recognize that.
Now we'll change their offensive set.
Nelson in the corner, back out to Cleveland, out front Smith. Peyton took a three, just a little bit strong back ram, and the reach in foul is whistled on Lorna Ellers, 5'11 senior.
Number 33, Lorna.
First foul, Beloit's fourth team foul. Nelson to play it in to shoot.
4:30 to go here in the half.
And the pass is intercepted easily there by Cooper, and we turn it over. Jess Myers dribbles all the way in, shot off the glass is good. Nelson, dribble drive in the paint, kicks it back out to shoot. Cleveland almost has her pocket pick. She's fouled and no call, but is up and good. Forte with the offensive rebound and the stick back.
Keeps the Lions within 4 here. 3:41 remaining in the half. We'll take a break here. A word from our sponsors.
Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. They also support ag operations by providing bulk delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-30. Go MHS Lions.
After that timeout, we're back in action. Beloit plays it in. Myers has it. Larson, entry pass is intercepted nicely by Courtney Forte, and we forced the turnover. Nice job by Courtney to jump that passing lane. Elena Kozart back in. Now Nelson, long three-pointer, good. Kirsty Nelson lines up a three and drops it in from beyond the arc. And Minneapolis is within 1 here, 14-13. Now a three-pointer on its way, no good. Tried to save it, Trista Bovey. And it's going to be Minneapolis ball.
2:56 remaining in the half.
Hewitt back in. And Ellers heads for the bench. Forte now to the backside shoot. Out front, Lang, two-pointer, no good. And the ball comes right back to her, and it's ripped out of there by Beloit. Meyer has it. Dribble drive in the paint, kicks it out. Larson, three-pointer on its way, no good. Back rim, and believe it or not, she gets her own rebound. Another try off the front of the rim, no good. Goodness, 3 tries. Can't let them do that. That's Cooper on the backside with the rebound and stick back. 3 tries for the Lady Trojans. Kozart, air ball. (16-13) Beloit. Myers left wing has it. Entry pass to Larson. Now down low, Cooper, shot good. Oh, high-low post, 5'11 to 5'10. we match up fairly well with one of them, but on the other one, it's hard to guard them both. Lang in the contest as well. Cozart throws it away. Nelson rescues it, but she is fouled.
Foul on number 2, Krista Bovey.
Krista Bovey with her first personal foul.
Smith and Cleveland come in for Lang and Cozart.
Peyton Smith.
Nelson has it, dribble drive in the paint. Gets it off to Smith. Looks at a three. Minute 5 left in the first half. Shoop, three-pointer on its way. Good. Kelly Shoop from the outside.
Well, you don't see that often.
18-16, Beloit with a 2-point lead. Now baseline, Larson tries to dump it down to Cooper on the backside. Meyer has to come to rescue it for the Lady Trojans. Bovey out front, Meyer. Shot no good, and we cannot corral the rebound. 27 seconds left first half. Minneapolis hanging right in there. Just a 2-point lead for Beloit. Meyer, three-pointer is good. No one guarded her.
She said, okay, I'll shoot.
21-16, 5-point lead, 10 to shoot. Cleveland has it. Skip pass to Shoop. Dribbles through there. Now, I don't agree with the ref. They are going to give it to Beloit. Like it was tipped out of bounds by the Lady Trojans. Shot at the buzzer, no good by Hewitt, and that's the way the first half ends. Beloit 21, Minneapolis 16. Just a 5-point deficit here at halftime. Minneapolis girls playing pretty good on the defensive end. There in the first quarter, we had a couple of laxes here in the waning minutes of the second quarter, but hanging right in there with Beloit Lady Trojans here at halftime. Adele, they aren't playing too bad. Got a couple of good shots.
Second quarter, we played very well. We outscored the Trojans 10-9. Draws us then 5 of the Trojans here at halftime, so that's very good. We'll be back with a little halftime wrap-up shortly. Let's hear some words from our sponsors.
These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and the vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the...
Welcome back to Beloit High School here as a halftime report. Minneapolis trailing 21-16 at the half. Nice second quarter for the Minneapolis Lions as they did outscore the Lady Trojans 10-9 in that quarter. At the end of one, it was 12-6. We gave up a big three-pointer right at the end there of regulation, end of the half. That gave them the 5-point lead going into half. Other than that, we would have been only down by 2. Scoring-wise for both squads for the Beloit Trojans, Shay Larson with 2, Portia Cooper, a big presence down low with 6. But their big scorer is Jessica Meyer, and she's hit 3 three-pointers, 2 field goals, 13 points for her. They did not go to the free throw line. So that is their scoring for the Beloit Trojans. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions, we were 2 for 4 from the field. Has 3 points. Christy Nelson has 6 points, and Zoe Shoop has 7. We have 2 3-pointers. Christy Nelson has 1, and Zoe Shoop has 1. We rebounded them by 15-14. We held our own under the boards very well. We started out better than we finished. They finally started catching up, but 15-14 advantage into the boards. Turnovers, very close. Minneapolis with 5, Beloit with 4. And for the Lady Lions to have only 5 turnovers, that is spectacular.
Yeah.
So many times we see 10 to 15 easy. So the ladies have done quite well taking care of the ball this evening.
Yeah, I felt like, I got here a little bit late, and we were down at that point, I think, 8-2. And Lady Lions came back pretty strong there in the end of the first quarter. And then we really dominated in the second quarter, as far as, in my opinion. But we gave up. We got to know where Jessica Myers at. She hit a big 3. She's got 3 on the night, and you got to watch her because she's a shooter. And that gave them the 5-point lead going into half.
She and Shay Larson are their leading scorers. Shay's been fairly quiet this evening, scoring-wise, which is good for Minneapolis.
Yeah, and she's got, Shay Larson got a little size on her, too. That's a good battle down low with her and Courtney Forte. But their zone has been a little bit of a conflict for us. I love the fact when we get the dribble penetration, Zoe Shoup has great ball handling skills and has really kind of developed some nice little shots in the lane.
She does.
I would like to see that continue with maybe some kickouts to maybe get some open threes by Kirsty Nelson or even Cameron Cleveland, which if she has, I don't know if she's even shot the ball. I did see her take a shot, a three-pointer, and she missed. So,
yeah, that's. I agree with you. It's always good to get whatever points we can out of Zoe with her driving to the basket. But I'm sure, as you said, there are some opportunities to kick that ball out to an open shooter. But the problem is, will we take it if we get kicked out to us?
I would agree.
The confidence isn't there sometimes, I think, for the girls to shoot it when they've got an open look.
Maddie Lang and Elena Cozart, as well as Emily Donovan, getting some playing time in there and getting some nice battling in there as well. So, good first half. We're trailing by 5, but it's within reach, Dale.
It is.
So, it's definitely within reach.
We're down by 5, and we've been within 2 a couple times, and things go our way. And they keep playing hard. We upset them last year here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it again.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back. Thanks, Scott.
Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphus, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent, hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. For home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they strive to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions, we're with you all the way. The Citizen State Bank and Trust, with locations in Minneapolis and Delphus, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Tyndall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphus area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Messenger Clothing Company, with locations in Minneapolis and Salina, can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event, from screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments. The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you. High-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights will help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions!
Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. Hometown Outdoor Power, with locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson, has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions! With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. They also support ag operations by providing boat delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions! With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. They also support ag operations by providing boat delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions!
Welcome back, Mike Perry. A minute 30 to go here in the halftime. For the Lady Lions, resume play against the Lady Trojans, trailing the Trojans 21-16, having outscored them 12-9 in that second quarter. Nice comeback by the Lady Lions after kind of a cold start in the first quarter. Rebounds pretty close. We have 15, they have 14. We got 5 turnovers, they have 4. That's pretty astounding in itself that we've done taking so good a care of the ball.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job on the defensive end. We rebounded well, and we had a couple laxes there that allowed Beloit second and third chance there at the basket that just really killed us there towards the end of the second quarter. A couple big shots by Minneapolis, a three-pointer by Shoup and a three-pointer by Nelson. And, we're not that far away. We were within 1 point until we gave up those 2 buckets on second chances down there on the defensive end. But I thought they played rather well, limited the turnovers, as you mentioned, not too many in the first half. Possession arrow will favor Minneapolis here to start the second half. And we'll have the ball first. And Nelson just gets ready to play it in, and Shoup has it. Zone defense. Now a long shot on its way by Nelson. Three-pointer up and good. A good start there. It's Minneapolis to within two. Nelson's second three-pointer that I can remember here in this game.
She and Shoup each had one.
And an unforced turnover. Unforced error. They throw it over the top, goes through the hands and out of bounds. Now the full court pressure by Beloit. Shoup has it. Forte. Now we clear the timeline. Good job by the ladies to take care of the ball against the pressure. 2-3 zone. Entry pass to Forte. In the paint she goes. Back out to Nelson. Three-pointer on its way. Front rim no good. Forte kicked it out of there. Cleveland has it. Back to Shoup. Three-pointer on its way.
Yeah! The Lions have the lead.
22-21. Minneapolis now in the lead on a three ball by Zoe Shoup. As long as they've got that shot counting 3 points out there, Dale, it's you're never out of the game. And the girls are right back in this thing with a 1 point lead. Larson, jump shot, good. She's got a nice soft shot in the paint. Shea Larson gets Beloit back ahead by one. Forte back to Cleveland. It's short. It should stay with Minneapolis as Larson had a hand on it, goes out of bounds.
Bringing Tyler into the game for the Trojans.
We play it in. Just underway here in the second half. Nelson, three-pointer on its way. Good. She hit another one.
Feeling her Cheerios.
3-point goal, Christy Nelson.
She's hit three. Larson dumps it down low, and it's intercepted by Cleveland. 1-on-3. She stops and shoots. No good. Shoup has the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. Heck of a job by Zoe Shoup on the offensive glass. The rebound, she stepped out about 3 paces and took a shot. She's fouled. Cooper whistled with the foul. That's her second. Shoup will go to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. 30-second timeout called for by the Beloit coach. And out of the locker room, we're playing pretty good, Dale.
Yeah, this really come out on fire. 3 trays so far on the night from Kirstie Nelson, and 2 from Zoe Shoup. We need to keep that up. We'll have a chance in this game.
Absolutely. Shoup to the free throw line there. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. Cooper's second personal foul.
2 shots.
First throw on its way, rimming off. No good.
Shoup hitting 43.2% on the year. The line.
Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2 from that trip. Minneapolis with a 3-point lead. Meyer gets it to Larson in the corner. Meyer from the right wing. Her shot is no good. And the ball is ripped out of there by Forte as Cooper had the offensive rebound. And it's going to stay with Beloit. Larson, now the shot from the outside is good by Kaylee Hewitt. 2-point shot. Out front, Smith has it. Motion offense, Forte. tied up. Good job by Smith, but it will go to Beloit. (25-26). Beloit trailing Minneapolis here in the third quarter. 4:45 left. Now the shot in the lane is up and good by Meyer. Jess Meyer with the runner, and Beloit has the lead. Nelson picks up the dribble, gets it off to Forte. Cleveland pass to Nelson. Her shot's no good, and Forte almost had the offensive rebound. Could not track it down as Larson beat her to it. 1 point lead here for the Lady Trojans. Meyer looks at the 3 dribble drive, dumps it down low to Cooper. Shot no good. And
Forte claims the board.
Courtney Forte with the big rebound. Now, Cleveland down low on a nice feed from Nelson and could not get it to go. It rolled around the rim. Hewitt's second personal foul, and Cleveland to the charity stripe for a 2-shot foul. First throw up and good. Tie ball game.
48.6 free throw shooter.
She got them both. Yeah, I actually thought she's a little better than 50% on her free throw. She shoots a pretty good free throw. Timeout taken, 30-second timeout taken by Minneapolis, and we'll keep it right here. Minneapolis out of the locker room after halftime is taking the lead from Beloit on a couple of three-point shots by Nelson and Shoup. And the free throw line's been friendly to us as well, as we were able to hit right about 50-60% of our free throws during the course of this game. And we're rebounding well. So everything's going fairly good for the Lady Lions. We drop back in the 2-3 zone. Meyer has it. Skip pass to Hewitt. Larson back to Meyer. And that entry pass to Cooper's tipped out there nicely by Forte. Shoup all the way to the basket. Cleveland has it, gives it up to Forte. Now Shoup, baseline drive again, jump shot up, no good. This time Meyer rips it down out of there for Beloit. 2 chances we had that time on the offensive glass. Meyer shot good.
She's had a few of those tonight.
Yeah, she's not bashful about letting it rip.
(30-28), the Trojans. 2:50 to go in the third quarter.
Cleveland has it. Skip pass to Smith. Back out front. Shoup. 30-28. Beloit by 2. Entry pass to Forte. Nelson lines up a 3. Rims off. No good. Forte can't outreach Larson. Larson with a little longer reach was able to keep that rebound away from Courtney Forte. And that shot's going to count as Hewitt gets all the way to the basket. Reach-in foul is whistled on Zoe Shoup. That's her second.
Zoe Shoup. Clearly at the line, 1 shot.
She'll try to complete the 3-point play and does. 34-28. Minneapolis was ahead just a bit ago. Full court pressure by the Lady Trojans. Nelson out front. Shoup. Lang picks up her dribble, gets it off to Cleveland. And the ball stolen by Meyer. And her layup was a scoop shot, and she saved the layup, but committed the foul. Meyer back to the free throw line. 2 shots coming. First free throw up and good. Meyer has most of their points tonight. I would say at least half of them. Second free throw. Up and good. She got them both.
9-0 run for the Trojans here.
Lang gets it into Nelson. We clear the timeline. The pressure by Beloit so far hasn't been much problem. We reset the offense. We need a bucket. Stop this run. Lang almost walks with it.
.110 to go in the third.
Cleveland all alone top the circle, has yet to take the shot out there. She needs to. She's capable of knocking down that three. Nelson can will. Cleveland off to Maddie Lang. Almost loses it, now walks with the ball. Did that earlier and they missed it. They didn't miss it that time.
Little shoot back in for Minneapolis.
Meyer has it, top the circle. Hewitt left wing. And that's Bovey, number 2. Now Larson in close, can't get it to go. And Forte has the rebound for Minneapolis. Shoot out to Cleveland, shot on its way, air ball.
Clock stops with 13.3 seconds left in the third. The line's down by 7.
They throw it away. Cleveland gets mugged by Meyer. They call it on the floor. Minneapolis will play it in. I wish she would have been shooting there. We would have got 2 shots out of the deal.
Personal foul on number 10, Jess Meyer.
We'll play it in. Cleveland gets it off to shoot.
Come on, girls. Can't do nothing out there.
And a foul. Called on Bovey.
It's the 4th team foul.
And that's probably going to limit what we can get as far as a shot here at the end of the quarter.
0.3 seconds left in the quarter. Have to be an immediate catch and shoot.
Not enough time to get a shot, and she was heavily guarded. So the way the third quarter ends, Minneapolis came out and did well in the third quarter to take the lead, actually, from the...
Yeah, we were down by 5 to start the quarter, and we were up by 2 and 1 point, 3 points at one time, actually, but are now trailed by 7. So, here's who some of our community sponsors are to help bring these live video broadcasts to you.
Designed for Sherry Bertrand. No place like home flip shop with Shirley Austin. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. The Douglas Cooperative Association, Steve Hirschline, manager. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris.
Minneapolis with the possession arrow will have the ball to start the quarter.
We play it in. 4th and final quarter underway. Forte turns and shoots, has her shot blocked by Cooper. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Minneapolis. partially blocked. Forte didn't get much elevation on her jump. She was leaning towards the basket. Nelson on the right wing. Back out front shoot. Now Beloit, man-to-man defense. Dribble drive. Smith kicks it back out to Cleveland. Forte in the lane she goes. She's fouled this time by Cooper. Two-shot foul coming for Courtney. Nice spin move in the paint. We get it down on the low block. Cooper whistled with the foul. Forte free throw, front rim, no good.
Courtney shooting 50% on the season.
Second throw on its way, good. (35-29). 7 minutes left in this contest. Meyer has it. Good tight defense by Minneapolis. Meyer kicks it out front. Larson looks at a three. Hewitt, back to Meyer. Beloit coach wants play number 2. And they almost throw it away. Hewitt has to rescue it. Three-pointer in and out, no good, and Cleveland has the rebound. Hands it off to Shoop. Picked up her dribble, three-quarter court. Shoop all the way in, and Larson with the reach has the ball stolen by Forte, and we throw it away. Forte with a nice steal from Larson, and we throw it away. Six-point lead. 6 minutes left in the contest. Larson, who just shot a three, wants the ball again. Now in the paint she goes. Now, and she walked. She skated both feet to get into position to shoot. No call there. Cleveland with the foul, though, and two-shot coming here, and the first one rims off for Bovey. Second free throw up, and good. 1 out of 2. And we get trapped, but we get out of there and we throw it away. Well, the turnovers are starting to kill us here, a couple here late in the game. 7-point lead for the Lady Trojans. They're looking for that back cut, and they got a high-low post action with Cooper and Larson. 5'11", 5'10". And there it is. Cooper on the backside on a nice pass from Larson. And easy bucket there for Cooper on the backside. Larson can reach right over the top of everyone we got. She turned and saw her teammate on the backside wide open, and it was an easy basket. Full timeout taken. We'll take one too. We'll be right back after this 1 minute timeout.
The Heat Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Autotech, Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. Scheidler's at Kerry Farrington. Minneapolis Knuckle and Pipe with John Blake. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickwood. B&M Body Shop, John Wright.
Welcome back after that timeout.
5:08 to go, fourth quarter.
Now, I was going to say, that should be our ball. And now we got her squared away. Minneapolis with the ball. 5 to play. Left here in the game. Nelson off to Smith. Nelson all the way to the basket. And the ball is tipped out there by Cleveland. She was fighting Hewitt for that rebound.
Timeout, Beloit full.
Yeah, before they played it in, Beloit coach called a timeout. Full timeout. And we'll be back.
4:47 to go here in the fourth. Let's hear some more about who our community sponsors are to help bring these live video broadcasts.
School of Green Company, Rich Waltman, manager. Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. The Crooked Mill Studio with Alexis Kern. School of Green Company, Rich Waltman, manager. Designs with Sherry Bertrand. Sunflower.
Welcome back.
Beloit played in. Minneapolis now with some full court pressure. Not guarding the ball. Courtney denies the pass in. Larson does get it. And Larson brings the ball up all the way, hands it off to Meyer. 4:30 left in this contest. Pass down low is tipped out there nicely by Nelson. It goes off Cooper's hand at the end. Nice defensive play by Minneapolis. Good stop.
Timeout, Minneapolis, maybe?
Coach Weatherman calls the timeout to save the 5 count.
They did seem to have us locked down in that full court pressure.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickwood. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Seidlers with Terry Farrington. The Delphus Cooperative. The Heaton's Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer. B&M Body Shop, John Wright.
Welcome back. After that timeout, Minneapolis to play it in. Cleveland has the ball. We're still having trouble getting it in. We do get it in to shoot. It's off to Forte, throws over the top to Nelson. And the reach-in foul is whistled on Trista Bovey.
Personal foul number 2, Trista Bovey.
That's her third. Sixth team foul on Beloit. Next foul puts Minneapolis in the 1-and-1. Shoup loses the handle on it. It should be a double dribble, no call. She lost the ball during her dribble, picked up her dribble, and then put it on the floor again. Cleveland all the way in, misses the easy one, and Forte has the offensive rebound. Her stick back, she is fouled by Cooper. Cooper, the 5'10 junior, had Courtney on the arm. It's going to be a 2-shot foul here. Front rim, no good. That's Cooper's fourth personal foul, Beloit's 7th team foul. Minneapolis in the 1-1 the next time we're fouled. Forte's free throw up and good. Dale mentioned she's 50% from the line. Larson almost throws it over the head of the outstretched arm of Cooper. Meyer has it. 3:35 to play. 8-point lead for the Trojans. Larson, baseline drive, no problem there. And the little big left-hander puts it up and in. 10-point lead now. Nelson. Shoup has it out on top. We'll miss her ball handling capabilities next year.
Yes, we will.
She's got a devastating crossover dribble. It'll freeze the defender. Meyer all the way in. No good. Her shot's partially blocked. Yeah, she tried that again. They're not going to let her do it again.
Well, why not?
Double dribble is call. We turn it over.
2:25 to go in the fourth.
Larson out on top, guarded by Forte. Closely guarded. They're counting it off. Ball tipped out nicely by Smith. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Beloit. Nice job by Forte. Larson has to chase it down. And a reach-in foul is whistled on Nelson. We had one to give. Got two more to give. We're going to put them at the charity stripe. Kirsty's first personal foul. Another reach-in foul. This one's whistled on
Number 10.
Zoe Shoup. That's their fourth.
5th team foul.
Larson over the top of everyone. Puts it up and in.
She was fairly silent in the first half, but she's making up for it here.
Yeah. Shoup, nice crossover dribble out to Smith. Running in and out. Forte's stick back, no good. And that's Hewitt has the rebound on the backside. Now Larson. Shot from the outside. Kind of a weird-looking shot by Hewitt. But it goes in. It's got a funny-looking release. Shoup, dribble drive off the front rim, no good. That should have been double dribble as well. Nelson pesky over on the sideline, tips it out of bounds. And Beloit will have the possession. Cooper, now Larson. Hewitt back out front. Larson has it now, under a minute. They're playing keep away now with a 14-point lead. Why not? We're chasing, but not catching. No need to foul them now. 44-30. Beloit has it. Gets ball screen from Cooper. Meyer kicks it over to the other side, and Bovey has it. Hands it off to Larson. And I think that's the way it's going to end. No need to foul now. 10 to shoot.
Well, after a valiant third quarter, the Lions scored 2 free throws in the fourth.
Good third quarter. Minneapolis come out of the locker room on fire from the outside. Took the lead, but it wasn't enough as Larson heated up in the fourth quarter along with Meyer. To a 14-point victory here over the Lady Lions. We'll be back with some scoring stats from Scott here in just a minute. Minneapolis Lady Lions come up short against the Lady Trojans, 44-30. We'll be right back.
Out of play, Dave Sweat, Larry Keating. No place like home field shop with Carrie Austin. Fine oil company of Delphos, Jim Klein. Profab metal fabrication with Bill Little. There's crop insurance with Greg Harris. Bar Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. The No Place Like Home Field Shop with Carrie Austin. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. D&M Body Shop, John Wright. The Heated Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. The Delphos Cooperative Association, Steve Hirschline, manager. Klein Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer. School of Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. Designs with Sherry Bertrand. Scheidler's with Terry Farrington. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating.
Welcome back here for our post-game wrap-up. The Lady Lions fall 44-30 after being outscored in the fourth quarter 9-2.
You know, Dale, I felt like we came out in the third quarter with some real assertiveness, did a nice job, and really got back into it. But they found a way to score, and they were able to, a couple different players just stepped it up in what they needed to get the score.
Shay Larson woke up in the second half.
She did.
On their part.
Scoring-wise, for both teams, let's go through Beloit first. Trista Beluga with 1 point, 7 by Kaylee Hewitt. All of her points coming in the second half. 8 by Shay Larson, 8 by Portia Cooper, and 20 by Jessica Meyer. So a big scoring night for her. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions, back to Beloit, they were 4 for 5 from the free throw line in the second half. 4 for 5 for the game for the free throw line. For Minneapolis Lady Lions, were 5 for 8 from the free throw line in the second half. 7 for 12 for the ball game. Only had 4 ladies score. Cameron Cleveland really held low tonight. No field goals. Had 2 points, just both free throws. Courtney Forte with 5, and then our 2 seniors, Zoe Shoup with 11 and Kirsty Nelson with 12 as for the Lady Lions. So.
Shoup with 11, Nelson with 12.
Yep.
Shoup had 2 3-pointers. That's I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
She had 2, and then Kirsty had 2. So
actually, we had 3 down for Kirsty.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
I do.
Rebounds-wise, we held our own throughout the game. We rebounded them in the first half 15-14. In the second half, 9-6 for a 24-20 advantage for the game. Turnovers, we had 5 in the first half. They had 4. We each had 6 in the second half. Minneapolis to have 11 overall compared to 10 for the Trojans, so very close on the turnover department. The Grid Lady Lions did very well tonight. That faction is easy for us to have. Unfortunately, 12-15 in one half in earlier games in the season. Well, I will go with the player of the game, sponsored by the Davidson Agency. That'll be the hot start we had to the third quarter, where we had 3 3-pointers between Nelson and Shoup. So that'll be those will be the play of the game. And our players of the game, sponsored by the Robertson Monuments, will be Zoe Shoup with 11 and Kirsty Nelson with 12 to lead the Lady Lions 23 out of the total of 30 points that we scored. Could have used some more scoring tonight out of all of them, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But nice comeback in the third quarter. We just couldn't quite keep it up. No. Well, the Lady Lions will face Sacred Heart at home Friday the 7th. With that, Dale Leach,
Scott Osherman,
and Mike Perry, we're going to sign off. We'll be back for the boys' game that will start in about 15 to 20 minutes. Good evening, folks.